title of the piece is Pressure. Guy locks himself into a hotel room, does a bunch of drugs, trying to hide from his pregnant girlfriend. I figured that I would just write something based on like a true story of my life. And it took me about 45 minutes to write that script. It was all here, like it's all something that I've felt, so it was all in my mind already, but I just had to get it to come out the right way.
My name's Ben Leisure. I play D in the film Pressure. And Daniel is a pretty good guy, very passionate person. There's an intense vision and desire to achieve something. And when my, quarter life crisis sort of hits and young life starts to fall apart, I just go through an episode of really trying very hard to avoid dealing with the truths that I'm inwardly facing. The story is sort of me going from my rock bottom to my recognition of a need to recovery.
Yeah, my character is Dan's alter ego, Dan's future self, Dan's conscience. It's kind of left to interpretation. Being a sci-fi fan, I like to think that I'm Dan's future self, come back to, help him out. He knows what needs to be done. He knows the direction he needs to go, and he points him in that direction. No, now you focus on me! Follow my breathing.
I love you.
What really benefited us, I feel, is having an actual room to shoot in with 4 walls, overhead light rigging. Was, there was times where we felt like we were actually in this location. We weren't on a set. So, there was shots where we were moving around and we didn't know where we were gonna go because there was a lot of improv with the acting and the actions. So I think it worked that we were pretty much level with the actor the whole time, and the fact that he could move anywhere and be lit well was very advantageous to us in the camera and lighting department, and even to the actor. They don't have to keep waiting for this to be reset or, oh, you have to hit this mark.
So the overhead lighting, it was like one of those moments where you're sitting in your house, you're thinking about what to do and how to make this look natural as possible. And it just you get that moment, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this. This is something really new I ever really done. And so I did, and with the great help of Danielle, my gaffer, she'll help me like set up trust, and to be able to listen to all those people like you're surrounded by, and with those mentors, it kind of helps a lot. So I was really happy with the whole lighting process.
The sound team, they were the only other thing in there with us when we shot besides the actor, and they were on point with us. We were just moving together.
I was mainly just trying to keep it tight and intimate, like kind of trying to lock him into the room. So there was feelings of uneasiness with the audience, so they were there with him. We went handheld about 90% of the time, so we could really be intimate, like in the moment with him.
Early on, we agreed for handheld because it was so improv. When like he would do, cocaine or he'd start freaking out, we wanted to make sure we caught everything. So handheld just played such a great part. It was a great workout for me, great learning experience as well. But yeah, I think that's the only way this would have worked. If it was too static or too much dolly, too smooth, it would have took people out of the film.
Building was like my least favorite and most favorite. 'Cause just seeing the world that you have thought up come to life is a very interesting thing. And I think the most rewarding thing was to see it like being lit before the night before the shoot.
When it was really coming together, when you actually got to see the set, that was like the most exciting part for me. The biggest challenge was really finding all the things and bringing them all together. There's some things that are just really hard to find, and when you find it, it's just like, oh, thank God, I got it, I can go, I'm gonna sleep now. I also didn't really know too much about construction. I had a lot of help from Tommy. He knows what he's doing, and I learned a lot about it, and it was cool. It was hard, but cool.
Dan's done a really good job of keeping everything organized, and I think everyone else has done a good job, of embracing their roles and their positions. And it's nice, you get enough people who are striving for perfection, so then you get a feeling that you're actually going to get a good film.
There was a time even when we sat back on the dolly where we weren't doing anything as camera team, and we were just observing like how well everyone was. It was like a hive mind. Everyone could think what everyone's thinking.
I think overall it went very well. To me, this piece means everything. I want the audience to really be in this moment with this character and experience real life. I want it to affect the way you make your decisions in the future. I want it to affect the way you feel about drugs and responsibility and caring. To me, this piece is not only for an audience, but it's for my child.